Hey everyone, I am your astrologer Brittany with Horoscope.com. Here are 3 things you need to know in order to make today, Friday, March 15th, 2019, a success. And the first thing I want to talk about is going to be right here where the moon is in Cancer. When the moon's in Cancer, it brings our attention to our emotions, especially to things private and personal to us that we don't always show other people. Also brings our attention as well when the moon's in Cancer to our home. And to our family. Now what we've got going on today, the first and last alignment of the day is going to be right around lunchtime, maybe a little bit before lunchtime. This moon in Cancer is going to make a trine over here to Neptune in Pisces. This can actually make today a very sensitive kind of day. It doesn't always have to be bad, although it can bring lots of emotions with this heavy on strong. But there can be a lot just going on inside us today, emotionally, spiritually, personally, that maybe we're trying to work out and we're trying to process, especially after the moon was in Gemini, a first quarter moon the past few days. A lot could have been said, a lot could have come up, a lot could have been going on in our mind. And I think today we've kind of come to a spot where a lot's been said, that's been out in the open, and now we're just trying to figure out what is going on with all of this. We could be, again, a little bit emotional about what was said. We may also need a little bit more time to ourselves today to take a step back from things in order to look at it in different ways, in order to get right with it. So that's what's going on here. And that's the first point, since that's the only aspect the moon is going to make today. It might be useful today, especially with Neptune being the planet of spending time alone. It might be a good time today to take a little bit of a break from your normal routine so that you can do things differently and allow yourself to be open to receive spiritual and personal insights. It might also be a good time as well to take a break from some things that it is that you regularly do so that you can get right with yourself emotionally, adjust your emotions so that you can feel more at peace and more whole with your life and a little bit more safe and secure. Now the second thing I want to talk about today, where should I go? Yeah, maybe I'll go here. Number 2, Mercury in a conjunction with the Sun and in a square with Jupiter. Mercury is now past the Sun, so it retrograded past it. This to me marks a significant moment in the Mercury retrograde cycle. This to me means that all of the things that needed to come up in the Mercury retrograde, especially after this first quarter moon in Gemini, have come up. And now it's time to process everything and to make sense of them and to integrate all of the stuff that you've learned into your identity and into your being. So I don't know if I would see too much more new news coming up, but I would definitely see today as a time to align your head, your heart, your soul, and to get them all on the same page, even if that requires you to take a step back from your normal routines or from some of the things that you normally do that keep you busy. That would occur here. I think if you can take that time alone to yourself, to align, to integrate, and to make sense of things that have occurred, again, it's going to help you, even if it doesn't quite feel like it at the moment, but it's going to help you to see things differently, to open up new doors in your life, to pursue new opportunities, and to bring more of the passion, to discover and to cultivate more of what it is that you're passionate about. So that's number 2, integrate the things you've learned. Now, the third and the last thing I want to talk about, maybe I'll go here to Mars. Well, Mars is here making this trine with Saturn and Pluto. So again, even though there's a lot going on with us emotionally, spiritually, in our minds that we're trying to work out and make sense of, I think there's also a part of us too that's a little bit more practical as well. It's not just how can we make sense of all this in the mind, but we want to take this stuff that's going on in the mind and bring it into reality and to see all of this stuff going on verbally and intellectually reflected in our immediate environment too. So I think there's a big part of us as well that's trying to figure out how to take everything that we're thinking and organize it. And I think that's going to be very, very important to think more strategically about what we want and to do things differently in order to accommodate this new understanding about ourselves and about our life. Mars, at the same time it's doing this, is also coming into a square here with Venus. So not quite today, but in the next week or so, once we get this understanding and integrate the insights that we've learned the past few days, we are eventually going to have to rearrange our relationships and rearrange our money one more time or a few more times here so that we can bring those things along with us to accommodate these realizations in a better way than what they have previously, okay? And I think we're starting to understand not only that we're a different person here living life by a little bit of a different set of circumstances, and not only are we trying to get right with that inside so that we no longer feel like a stranger in our life or a fish out of water, I think we're also going to realize that there are still more things with relationships and money that need to be finagled in order for us to break from the past and move forward on our new identity feeling all together. And to just prepare for that to come and to figure out the best stable and secure way to do that moving forward with an eye on the long-term goal. So that is your daily planetary forecast for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you tomorrow.